New Fields was the theme of the 63rd Officers and Leaders Conference in Hot Springs.
In his annual midsummer address, Arkansas Farm Bureau President Randy Veach challenged the more than 500 farm and ranch leaders attending the conference to embrace new fields by utilizing social media and technology to engage consumers with a pro-agriculture message. Veach says there were 277,000 online conversations in April concerning the nation's food supply, and that farmers and ranchers must be involved in them.
It's time for us to raise our voice. It's time for us to feed people's minds as well as feeding their bodies. We are at a tipping point. I really believe that we are at a tipping point. We have got to push that needle over where the consumers have trust and confidence in the way that we are raising our livestock and producing our crops.
The organization memorialized two of its former presidents, as Nikki Hargrove and Stanley Reed, each passed away within the 2 weeks prior to the conference. Vice President Rich Hillman was among the many who paid tribute to these Farm Bureau leaders.
We will forever be indebted to each of these men for their service to Arkansas Farm Bureau. More importantly, we will forever remember them as our friends. With that said, both of these men would want us to move forward, keeping this organization that they helped build strong and vibrant.
The conference featured a presentation by American Farm Bureau Chief Economist Bob Young. Young warned the audience that interest rates could rise as much as 2% if the nation's Treasury goes into default. He urged compromise between Congress and the administration. Young also says the state of the economy will likely lead to cuts in farm program spending in the next farm bill.
It doesn't matter whether you're talking about folks from the left or commissions from the right or bipartisan commissions or whatever. Almost every deficit reduction commission out there at this point in time has a list, and the number one or number two thing on their list are farm program spending, and primarily direct payments is kind of number one on their list.
Workshops were conducted on 5 timely topics, including the Food Security Act or Farm Bill. Mary Kay Thatcher briefed the farmers and ranchers about the pressure being put on ag spending and preserving the safety net. She was blunt in her forecast of what to expect over the next year as the new farm program is drafted.
Well, I think we're looking at probably $30 to $40 billion in cuts out of commodities, conservation, maybe crop insurance, which is pretty significant. If you think we have about $60 billion right now in the pot of money for the next 10 years for commodities, and you're talking 30 or 40 of that being gone, that's a big hit.
Another workshop focused on how to conduct effective county policy development meetings. County leaders were encouraged to give serious consideration to state and local issues that need attention, and invite members and local officials to participate in this important process.